diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. Yeah, we Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and fine to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it. We Rick flaring on it, flaring on it.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Rick flaring on him. Rick flaring on him. Rick flaring on him. Rick flaring, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty back with another one, man. Listen, you already know what it is. Glad you guys can tune in. Listen, I haven't done one of these in quite a while. I haven't done one of these in quite some time. I haven't done a midday show, but today is that time and today's that day, okay? Today... Listen. So let me see this. Let me say this. I'm gonna get my 8 Mile moment out the way. All right, I'm going to get my 8 Mile out the way. Yes, Cam Newton's an MVP. Yes, Cam Newton's a 5-star athlete. Yes, Cam Newton is a millionaire. Yes, Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl. Yes, Cam Newton's an NFL superstar. Yes, everything. Listen, I know I'm white. I know whatever you want to believe in or however you see, that is what it is, okay? Cam Newton, to get back, Cam Newton has won everything in life, okay? Cam Newton has won. Cam Newton can beat me in anything other than checkers. All right. He beat me in height. He beat me in hair. He beat me in dressing. He's beat me in the 4th and 1 platform. Whatever you want, whatever your get back is, I'll give it to you. I'm already giving it to you. So there's not much you can come back at me and say, oh my God, who is this guy? He's in the gaming. I don't want to hear none of that shit. All right. I'm giving it to him. 8 Mile moment. You got that. All right. But let's talk. Because I got time today, okay? I got time today. I haven't done a midday show in quite some time. I have a problem with the clown behavior. I just do. It just is what it is. We got to talk about it. This is a full-fledged clown moment. Now, again, I'm a realist. And the reason why, I'm going to be honest, the reason why I'm speaking up on this issue, a lot of your HBCU platforms are going to write an article and just hit send and whatever. No. I've came in with a voice. I'm going to leave with this Jake with a voice, and I'm going to stand on my voice that I have in this space. Now, I'm going to say this. For stuff like this, I understand why HBCUs like to gatekeep. I'm not making it okay. I'm not okaying it. I just say I get it. I understand when you have moments like these, why people decide to gatekeep. I will concede that point. I understand it. Do I agree with it? No, because I look at it like this. You have to be ready for the publicity, good or bad. The light gets shined, good or bad. Your highlights, your flaws, everything, and you have to be ready to speak to it with truth to negate the narratives. You can't sit and be an ostrich and stick your head in the hole and say, okay, it's going to go away. It's going to go away. Like we're just going to pretend like we didn't hear anything and we're just going to, no. At some point in time, you got to say, fuck that. Nah, we responding to this because this is a load of crap. And I'm going to play it. I watched the whole 30-minute diatribe, him and his butt buddy Peggy. I watched all of it. Right? Because the thing I hate the most is a yes guy. See, that's the thing I hate the most. You got an HBCU grad on the platform with Cam Newton just yes manning him. Yep. Yeah, you right, Cam. Yeah, you right, Cam. Yeah, you right, Cam. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you right, Cam. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, that's wild. That's wild to me. Not even giving him a, hey, did you think about this, Cam? Or how not this, Cam? Or think about that, Cam? None of that. You're an HBCU grad and all you saying, yep, Cam. Yep. Yep. You right, Cam. Yep. That's crazy, Cam. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like my boy Jay say, like, nah, I'm gonna stick up for them 4 letters. Like, don't put and this is the thing that bothers me. My boy Josh always says, don't put an incident on the 4 letters. And in this instance, I completely agree. You taking one incident that happens in the landscape of college football. On every level, there has been a brawl. Every level. White, black, every level there's been a brawl. But all of a sudden, one fight, it stains all HBCUs. Is wild to me. It's wild to me. And the fact that as black people, we lean into that is even more wilder. That's even more outrageous. But let's get into it. I want to play some of this video. Let's get into it.
I am extremely displeased of what took place. Why? It's because, make no mistake about it, I've spoke at depth of equal opportunity, Peggy.
Yeah.
And we are sitting up here trying to get more access or more visibility to amplify the platform of HBCUs. No matter if you're in the MEAC, the SWAC, the SIAC.
First of that, First of all, can we stop it right there? It is the SIAC. If you can't even say it right, what are we talking about? You can't even say this shit right. It is the SIAC, not the SIAC. I'm sorry. Continue.
The OVC or whoever conference that you in.
Yeah.
If you're a representation of blackness and black culture, you should look at this and say to yourself, this set us back.
And you say set us back how?
I'll give you some perspective. What if this was on Fox? What if this was on ESPN?
Yeah.
What if this was on the CW?
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, Cam. Because, one thing about me, Cam, I'm not just going to be on a diatribe. I'm not going to be on a soliloquy and not have no
And folks, that's what we are. That's what Michigan does, man. And that's what we do first of all and stuff.
And folks, something interesting is going on the field right now. Michigan tried to plant their flag in the middle of...
Now, mind you, this is on Fox. This is a national televised game, big noon, Fox. The biggest programs in America. I just need some time to cook here. This is on national television on one of the biggest platforms in America. Fox Big Noon Kickoff. This is probably the biggest rivalry in college football history.
The Ohio State field, and the Buckeyes rushed right to him. And now there's some skirmishes going on the field. An unsportsmanlike gesture by the Wolverines. Unnecessary. They've won the game.
Continue, Cam. Continue.
Netflix, Paramount. They're the ones that's signing the checks. They're the ones that's passing approval of budgets. And then we go do some silly stuff like this.
Yeah.
But Cam, it wasn't my fault. But Cam, hey, they was waiting in the line. But Cam, all that is still amplified even more when the first opportunity that you get a mic in front of your face, and you say, disrespect will be matched with what, Peggy?
Disrespect.
Oh, God, Cam, you all fucked. Oh, Cam, listen, Petty Cam, I need you to meet the originator of Petty.
I'm petty, 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 I'm petty.
I love it. Oh, Cam, you cooking. Oh, boy, that boy out there. So that's a damn good point. Damn good point, Cam. Let me. If only.
Yeah, I don't know all the details of it, but I know that, these guys, are looking to, put a flag on our field, and our guys weren't going to let that happen. So, I'll find out exactly what happened, but, this is our field, and certainly, we're embarrassed at the fact that we lost the game, but, there's some prideful guys in this team that weren't just going to let that happen.
Now, it is funny to me. Oh, my God. Listen, I got the receipts, goddammit. It is funny to me when Ryan Day can go on a national platform in front of millions of reporters and say, that shit ain't happening on our field. Oh, I don't know all the details. But that's not happening on our platform. That's not happening on our field. Oh, everybody applauds that. Nobody asking for Ryan Day's job other than him losing to Michigan. I just need the same energy. Football is played a certain way. There is a respect and love that institutions have for their institution, for their logos, for their fields, for their players, for their alums. But when the white boys do it, it's all understandable. It's all understandable. There is no misconfusion. They can compartmentalize all the things that go into football, the traditions and all that. If somebody went into Auburn, your white institution that doesn't really care that you're black, but you still play for them anyway, but we'll talk about that. That's another time. You got to worry about that. If the Iron Bowl takes a situation and a young man plants their field or plants their flag on the Auburn A, I think you would take that some type of way. I think you would take that some type of way. And if Auburn football players don't respond in a way that you deem fitting to respect the Auburn logo, I think you would say, why didn't they do something? If I was playing, ain't no way that would happen. If I was at Auburn, ain't no way that would happen. Ryan Day, can you break that down again, what you said about what disrespect, what your guys weren't going to what?
Details of it, but I know that, these guys, are looking to, put a flag on our field, and our guys weren't going to let that happen. So, I'll find out exactly what happened, but, this is our field, and certainly, we're embarrassed at the fact that we lost the game, but, there's some prideful guys in this team that weren't just going to let that happen.
There's some prideful guys on this team that we're not going to let that happen. Mind you, this is the skirmish he's talking about.
And that's what we do first of all. Stop it.
And folks, something interesting is going on the field right.
The funny thing to me is the only reason, Cam, you know what's even funnier, Cam? The only reason you saw the fucking fight was because somebody posted it. It wasn't on ESPN. It wasn't on Fox. It wasn't on any other platforms. The only reason, Peggy, Cam, that you saw the fight was because it was uploaded on social media. You didn't watch the Grambling game on SWAC TV. You didn't spend the time to find the game and actually watch it and say, oh, shit, this is happening live. That's crazy to me. It's the only reason anybody saw this fight, half the people in the world. It's the only reason JB found this fight. It's the only reason you found the fight. It's because it was uploaded on social media. We'll continue.
It don't matter. Bro, I can forgive you for what you said. I can never forget what you said now. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like what you apologizing for. Are you apologizing because someone above you said that's not a good look?
Like you, and the many other outlets that have said that is not a good look. But again, when Ryan Day does it, it's a pat on the back. It's a clap, hey, hip, hip, hooray. Oh, he's supposed to speak to that. Oh, that's just good vigor. Oh, that's Ohio State. That's just their tradition. They're not going to let Michigan do this, that, and yah. It's a lot of that. But then when it's us, it's we should know better. We should do better. Because he said we're going to meet disrespect with disrespect. It gets all up in arms but again, when Ryan Day says my players are passionate and so we can't be passionate. We can't be passionate about, Grambling can't be passionate about their field. Grambling can't be passionate about how they felt disrespected in their tunnel and things like that. It's real funny to me. Again, you say you're equal opportunity, Cam. That's what you said. Let me go back so I don't know if people seen that. That's what you said. Let me go back. You said it.
I despise the actions, and this is a message to Bethune-Cookman. This is a message to Grambling State. I am
No, you ain't say it there. We'll go for it.
In halftime versus LSU and Alabama. Certain things just will not happen.
That's a lie. I just proved it to you. That's a lie. I'm going to prove to you again. That's a lie later in the show, too.
Yeah. And then you have Coach DeBoer and the interim coach at LSU or Kirby Smart say, oh, they started it, so we gonna get petty with them. Like, come on, bro. What's the importance of being it? And I have to check myself sometimes because dare I be a hypocrite? There's things that I can't even do.
Oh! Hey, Cam, when you right, you right. Boy, I tell you, like the old people say, boy, if you was any more right, you'd be wrong. If you was any more right, you would be wrong. God damn, Cam. Now, mind you, Jesus. Now, mind you, this was on the #1 show on ESPN on live television. You in a full assault. You in a full assault. And let me be very clear. If I was the mascot, I would have played dead and I would have sued you for everything you got. Because I got you on live television assaulting me. Assaulting me. But again, I just wish you had some self-control. If you only knew what self-control was. Now, we're talking about 18, 19, 20-year-old men. Something leaves me. If I'm not mistaken, I think you have kids. If I'm not mistaken, I think you got about a few baby mamas. If I'm not mistaken, I think you played a few years. If I'm not mistaken, I think you've been a professional athlete. If I'm not mistaken, I think you coach kids. If I'm not mistaken, I think you're over 30. So explain to me how a grown-ass man, as old as you are, doesn't have the self-control on national live television on the #1 show on ESPN, but yet you trying to call for somebody's job? If anybody should have been fired, it should have been you. I think you did something like this. You got your little finger out and you was like, I think Brent, what's his name? Brent Musburger, John Skipper, all the higher ups at ESPN, they should have came knocking like this. Cam, can we talk to you? Yeah, you can just take the hat off. You can have a seat. No, you won't be here long. Saw what you did on national television. We like what you do. We like what you do. We love your banter. You know how the white people talk. Love your banter. Really, really good guy. But that's just not the type of image that we're going for on ESPN First Take, okay? All right there, buddy. Listen, HR has your final check, okay? I mean, we'll probably still bring you on every now and again, but as you know, as you having your spot on ESPN, yeah, sorry about that, Cameron. We're going to have to just let you go from there, okay? All right, bye-bye now. But you, yeah, see, the thing about, like, you're the last person that should be talking. That's the thing for me. There's a lot of people that can say a lot of things. You, sir, let's continue.
Say publicly, it's a cause and effect of everything.
For sure.
That's done.
Yeah. There's consequences to everything.
And when you
There are consequences, and somehow you avoided those consequences for First Take. I'm telling you right now, if you would have smacked the mascot's head at Penn State, I'm on that shit today. I'm cooking with grease today. If you was at Penn State, if you was at the University of Alabama, if you was at LSU, if you was at Florida, and you smacked the mascot's head at that institution, I know for a fact you would not be working at ESPN still. You will not be working at ESPN still. But when it comes to the blacks, they're okay. They'll get over it. They'll move on. But if you would have done that to a PWI institution, if you would have done that with them, see, They got the type of money that makes shit move. They got the type of connections that make shit move. But I'm telling you right now, if you would have smacked any PWI power forward mascot's head, I'm telling you, you would have never seen that desk ever again at ESPN First Take. But again, see, y'all make it seem like y'all doing us a favor, right? That's what you make it seem like. Oh, you know, they're just glad to have First Take here in attendance at the Magic City Classic, so they're going to be just fine with whatever happens. And then Cam Newton gets on his platform and he says, we're going to lean into it. Yes, we are. You got to lean into it. You know what I'm saying, Peggy? You know what I'm saying, Peggy? A grown man called Peggy that's wild. Can I just get an AO? Can I get a pause on that? If anybody know what pegging means, and you got a grown man called Peggy, that's wild. Every time you say his name should be a pause and an AO behind it. If we keeping it a buck, that's crazy. I'm gonna look at a grown man and call him Peggy. It's wild. Anyway, that's crazy. Anyway, but that's my whole thing. It's a dismissiveness to it. It's not really a big deal, but it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal because they're HBCUs, and what do they know?
You say to yourself, hey man, we need equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Hey man, we need a piece of that media pie. Hey man, why are HBCUs being showcased like PWIs being showcased? Somebody will say, oh, Cam, you acting like an Uncle Tom. No, I'm not. What I'm sitting up here telling is truth to power. You know you're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong for that situation.
You dead wrong. Somebody could have severely got injured. What if somebody would have got concussed because of a sucker punch?
Oh, shit! God damn. Don't you play it again, Scotty. You better not play that shit again. It is crazy to me, right? It is crazy to me. And Jay, I got you. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to wrap this Jake up, and I'm going to get to you. It's crazy to me. It's real crazy to me how some of this stuff gets rolling downhill and people don't see it. See, I'm trying to tell you, what if somebody would have been concussed? There's a lot of issues and things that I've seen on national television that I'm like, man, they could have been concussed and nobody says anything about that. But that's crazy. You know what? Let's go to the facts. Let's go to the facts, shall we? I love going to the facts because I bring receipts. Now, guys, if you can't tell, that is the PWI Michigan State, one of the premier programs in PWI, and they are currently jumping a Michigan player. Oh my God! They are currently jumping a Michigan player. Like all those white helmets on top of one guy, like legit jumping. Ain't that some shit? That Bama ain't got no helmet. All he had was him and Jesus. That's all he had. Shoulder pads, him and Jesus. It is crazy to me. Again, if you're saying you're equal opportunity, Cam, because that's what you said. I didn't say that, but you said that. If you said you're equal opportunity, that means I got to be fair across the board. Right is right and wrong is wrong. How can you speak truth for power with no receipts? How can you speak truth to power and the message is slanted? Right? Because all the panderings to Cam Newton, the football player, right, is going to be like, yeah, that's right. People who don't know shit about HBCUs, other than what you spoke on your platform, 4th and 1, talking to a grown-ass man named Peggy. And if you don't know what Peggy means, I dare you to go look in the Urban Dictionary. So all they know is based off what your platform has put a 30-minute clip out and said, hey, this is what Grambling and Bethune, and this is what HBCUs are. And this is a bad look for HBCUs. When year after year after year, PWIs are allowed to do some dumb stuff like this, but ain't no thing about that. Ain't no thing about. See, equal opportunity means fair coverage. Equal opportunity. See, and this is the part where they get you. Mr. Campbell would say, see, if you went to an HBCU, you would know. Shucks. Me, listen, again, I'm like Diddy, no Diddy, right? I only went to Claflin for a year. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like, you know, like step brother, step cousin type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in and I'm out. So I kind of feel myself as a very neutral party on this issue, right? So my thing is this. If you know what equal opportunity looks like and what fair coverage looks like, you don't put out a slanted message against one side without giving what? Context. You have to give context to everything, because if a grown man named Peggy would have done his due diligence instead of sitting there beside you and being your yes man, if he does his due diligence and does the same shit I did in 24 hours and found all these videos of fights and instigation, then the message is different. The message then you come off and saying, hey, what's the big deal? PWIs do it all the time. Just because an HBCU does it, then that is what equal opportunity fair coverage truly looks like, Cam. And again, but when you get on your platform and you spit a slanted message, and then all the big wigs who watch your dumb shit and watch your dumb sermon and soliloquy, and they get on and they talk about it, then wow. Then they look at us like you're pushing the message, because why? You're a black man. And what? It's no different than what they did in slavery to say, hey, I'm not going to do it. As a white man, I'm not going to be your oppressor. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get another black person, and then I'm going to get them on top of you, and then they're going to be harder on you than I ever could. Why? Because they want to be where I'm at. So I'm going to put an in-between person there to make them feel like they can get where I'm at, but they never will. So instead of you trying your best to uplift HBCUs and tell the full message, what do you end up doing? You end up being that middleman for the white person, and then you just try to be the oppressor. Because that's what your message does. That's what your slanted viewpoint does when you don't give context. But you equal opportunity, right? So you should take this equal opportunity ass whooping. Let's continue.
What if somebody would have had severe injury? Because now, I asked this question, Peggy. You have a brother, correct?
Yep.
If you were going to watch your brother play, no matter if it's semi-pro, all-pro, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, whatever, you see somebody hit your brother, no matter where you are, you could be in the suite, nosebleeds.
I'm going to help my brother.
You're going to help your brother.
Yeah.
Stop the dumb shit. Stop the dumb. There's not a fight or brawl in college athletics that has included a civilian coming out of the stands to help a team. That is such a bad. What are we talking about? You're telling me civilians are going to leave their seat to go jump in a fight with Bamas that got pads and helmets on? You can't be this dumb, or is the hat that tight? Somebody explain it to me. You can't be that dumb, or is the hat really that tight? It doesn't make any sense.
So now, the little security that we do have at this sporting event now has to shift their whole focus when a person's looking like this.
Exactly.
Stop! The person that's supposed to be monitoring
the crowd,
these peoples, now has to monitor the wrong peoples that's supposed to be monitored by the coach.
Yeah.
So now you putting everybody in harm's way. And we already don't got a lot of money to pull from.
That's real.
Now, the MEAC and the SWAT about to find us $30,000.
Dog, you don't even know how the conferences work. Why are you talking? You don't even understand how the fucking conferences work. Why are you talking? I don't understand it. The MEAC and the SWAC are two different conferences. Why? Again, But if you are this, are we serious right now? Are you kidding me?
Man, come on.
Fire. But that all set the tone, the coach. And I'm more disappointed in the coach more than even in the game of football, you playing competitive, certain stuff might get out of whack. You might have a little scuffle here and then you clean it up. But the fact that after the dust settled, you still popping off like that, and that the word that really hits me is discipline. I can see why your team act that way because how you act that way.
Man, listen, dog. I had a coach once tell me, affiliated with C1N, he said, behind every crazy player is a crazy parent.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Again, Cam Newton, if you was any right, you would be wrong, my boy. Like, it's crazy. Just a quick question. Is this you?
You can see Cam Newton. Can you make him out there trying to fight off multiple men? The former NFL quarterback was taking part in an invitation-only camp and tournament when this happened over the weekend. Camp staffers and security officers eventually...
Is that you? Nah, that can't be you. That can't be. What? I see the hat. I see the dread. That is you.
Can you make him out there trying to fight off multiple men? The former NFL...
What? Hold up. I mean, I seen some big guys before, but you can't mistakenly miss 6'5" throwing grown men. Is that not you? Oh my God, you can't get no what? Yo, last comment, and then I'm gonna bring my boy Josh up here and give you his opinion. This one killed me. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one killed me.
All of you.
Yeah.
To Clark, all of you.
Yeah.
But what we not gonna do is allow you to baboon and show your whole rear end to the public.
Not on our TV time.
No, absolutely not.
We ain't.
The devil's still lying in 2025.
Okay. You know, we're not gonna do that. See, we're not gonna do that. See, that to me, this is where this is where this is the one that got me. This is what burned me up. You already know how that monkey comment gets down. And to say that black people are going to baboon your whole ass, when again, can I show you some receipts? So what do we say? So when this happens, do we say the mayos? I'm confused. What do we say? Do we say mayos? Do we say the crackers gon' cracker? I mean, I'm asking for the people in the back. I just need clarity, Cam. Do we say crackers gon' cracker? Do we say mayo gon' mayo? Do we say white power gon' white power? I don't know. Because it happens throughout of all sports. It happens throughout all sports. The Peckerwoods gon' pecker. I'm confused because what's funny to me, what is so funny to me when you say you gonna baboon your whole ass, I need everybody to understand what I'm about to say. The PWIs that you're rooting and cheering and all this and you're gloating and you're glazing for, 80% of this team is black boys. Anybody hear that? Somebody hear that? 80% of these teams are black boys, black men playing. Just because they go to a PWI does not mean that 90% of these teams are not black men. I mean, like, what are we talking about? So to say you gonna baboon your whole, like that, if anybody should be apologizing for comments, is that one. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? You gonna baboon your whole ass? Like what? That no. Josh, coming to you, bro. Josh, you live.
What's up? What up, dog?
What's goody? Talk to me.
I think, first off, phenomenal job, bro. Phenomenal job. We talk about it in this community. We talk about it amongst us, amongst all of us. We talk about accountability, right? And the worst part of all of this, from an accountability standpoint, is he gonna fucking double down, Scotty.
Come on.
He's not gonna want to be held accountable. I feel, can I be honest? I know we on off script. Can I be honest?
You know how I feel. You already know what it is.
I feel like the worst part of all of this is that I got an alum on that screen. Yes, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Dog, we don't know that dude by no name, no Peggy, dog. I mean, we don't call him no darn Peggy. Man, if he walked around my campus at 1801 Fayetteville Street and somebody called him Peggy, dog, I would look at them like you done lost your doggone mind. I don't call no grown man nothing even close to that. But to make matters worse, bro, he is going to double down on this. And that's the worst type of person. Is when you wrong. Granny used to tell me, baby, when you wrong, the best thing for you to do is just fess up to it and say you wrong. Don't stand in my face and try to act like you ain't done what you did. I know what you did. Be flat out wrong. And listen, I can understand it if it's a difference of opinion. Man, none of us like what happened. None of us want to see that happen. But to try to play like this is only something that's going to happen at an HBCU and, you know, it's on national television and everybody had a chance to see it. That makes it worse. When I just saw you go receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt. And before you even went on that, I said, darn, we ain't hear none of this last year. And he was on national television last year, was a contributor on First Take this time last year. Didn't hear none of this when the Ohio State-Michigan game happened.
Come on.
Don't hear none of this when this stuff happens at SEC schools.
Come on.
Because his tail has more respect for what people who don't look like him do than he does for the people that do. I've always said it. We're going to talk sports. We're going to talk ball. But we ain't going to put no smut on them 4 letters. That H, that B, that C, and that U, they all go together, man. And they all mean something to everybody that's a part of that, those 4 letters. And to come out of your mouth and say such foolishness, man. Honestly, dog, I really want to find a way to be able to have a one-on-one conversation with dude because it's lame and it's corny. And I don't care if you played in the NFL. I don't care if you played in the pros. Facts. Same as Amari. A freak when we start calling you Peggy. And what? I don't know his people, dog. You know his people ain't sitting there smiling when that grown man calling they grown son, they grown family member Peggy.
Dog, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, Scotty. Man, this, honestly, personally, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed at Cam because that was lame as hell. And when we gonna get back to the day we call something lame as hell? When we used to be in the cafeteria at school, I don't give a John Brown if you the superstar on the football team. You do something lame, I'm calling you lame as hell. You lame as hell.
Lame is lame.
Shit lame, bro. But to make matters worse, I gotta sit here and watch one of my younger brothers, 1, be called out his name, and then 2, sitting there just bobbing his head and just going with it. That makes it worse for me personally. And I don't got time for this type of energy because we got a big time football game tomorrow. And I need all the energy to be positive, man. I appreciate you, bro, as always.
Anytime, Jay. Appreciate you coming in. Listen, man, at the end of the day, bro. And there's some other stuff he said too, and I'm gonna get to that. I just wanted my brother Josh to jump on and give you his thoughts, right? But I want to play this because again, if he was right, he couldn't be no wronger.
And you know what they were dealing with, and I seen the press conference that the coach said.
Yeah.
I had to go back and believe. I said, "You mean to tell me he said that?"
Exactly.
And yet you still trying to prove like, hey, they had other players in the locker room that was standing back or in the tunnel. You can't control that, man. As a matter of fact,
you can't control that, Cam. That's crazy. You can't control that? Okay.
In a person in any type of higher expectation, whether an executive leader or a head coach, you have to have spidey senses and certain things. Hey, man, hold on. Hey, coach, stand right here and make sure that these kids don't, make a bonehead decision. I can control what the other team do, but I only can control what my team do.
Oh, boy, Cam, boy, I be with you when you're right. I be with you when you're right, Cam. That's crazy you said that. Because, again, let's just take another view of the angle of that Michigan State thing. What? You said something. Now, from what you're telling me, that there should have been some spidey senses tingling for this altercation. Okay. Let's check it out. Now, mind you, if you didn't see, the young man was swinging his helmet. If you look, right there. Stop it. DJ, don't play it again. If you look really close, if you see the object up in his hand, that is a helmet coming down on that young man. God damn it. See, you got Peggy over there. A grown man called Peggy is still crazy to me. And is anybody else not seeing that? You got Peggy over there sitting with his Microsoft soft book. He got his pen, he got his pad, and I just pulled this up in like 10 minutes. There's an altercation in the tunnel, and nobody's spidey senses is tingling. But again, Peggy don't want to give you. See, this is what happens when you're so caught up in the fame of somebody that you can't speak the truth. Oh, because I'm scared that I'm not going to get paid. Or I'm scared that I won't be called Peggy anymore. You get what I'm saying? You feel me on that? Because all this stuff is on Google. You can Google this. Pegging. I need y'all to understand. He's over there. Look, he got a laptop right in front of him. Peggy got a laptop right in front of him. And he could have Googled that and looked it up and said, hey, Cam, I see where you're going with this, but what about the PWIs that get in the fight? See, I ain't never seen that Surface Pro. I saw it. It's probably an iPad or a Surface Pro. I saw it. So why is it in front of you if it's not there dog, if I'm being honest right now, Cam Newton is on the Trump. He is the black MAGA. Cam Newton is black MAGA to HBCUs. Alternative facts. Alternative facts. Now, two things can be true because I know exactly where all the whites are going to come in, all the Peckerwoods, all the crackers that going to crack, all the mayo that's going to mayo, all you Bamas. I know what y'all going to say. Well, you guys are hurting for money and you should. Listen, Linda. The reason, let me be very clear how money works. See, the PWIs, their platforms and their support is so wildly huge that it would be dumb of Fox to cut them off. It would be dumb of ESPN to cut them off because they bring in so much revenue. See, the difference behind what HBCUs have to go through is, yes, do we lead in attendance? Do we lead in viewership? Do we lead in all those things? Yes, but they feel that the revenue generated off of us is not worthy of the headache that they feel would come with answering for HBCUs and what black people do. It's two different things, right? Because again, if you have your own shit and you promote your own shit, you'll get money off what you do, because to act like HBCUs don't make money off football will be a goddamn lie. because there would be no Celebration Bowl. It would be no ESPN MEX SWAC Challenge. That shit has to generate funds. But again, when you're put on the level of a Penn State, when you're put on the level of Ohio State, when you put on the level of a University of Alabama, where their state institutions are funded by the state, and the white guys that are in the state house have gone to that institution, it moves a little differently. They get a little bit of different funding. When people want to look back for their alma maters that they've graduated from an Ole Miss, from a University of Alabama, from a Penn State, from an Ohio State. Or even better, what's crazy is you can go to the University of Ohio, but always wanted to go to Ohio State. So when you get in the state house, guess what money you're going to fund to? You're going to funnel that money right onto Ohio State. Why? Because you want to get the pat on the back from Ohio State alums. We appreciate that, big dog. Appreciate that check coming in there, big dog. We appreciate you rocking with us, big dog. Because you want the glitz, you want the spoils of being a part of the Ohio State. You want the spoils of being a part of Penn State. You want the spoils of being a part of these big institutions that are state ran and state funded at another level. But we don't want to have that conversation. That's not a conversation people really, truly want to have. But we'll keep it to sports, yes. Okay, yeah. We'll keep it to sports. And if we're being honest, we're just being really honest. If you take what we do, it's real. Shit, this is funny to me. Let's go down this lane because I know what the Peckerwood's going to say. I know what the Cracker's going to say. I know what the Mayo going to say. The Mayo's going to spread it. Oh, my God, our football is so much better. But what color are those boys? Shit. Let's talk about that. Let's talk because if we're being honest. If we're being honest, because you know what white people like to do, they like to erase history like shit didn't happen. Like, oh, now we just woke up in 2025 and just shit good. Nah, that's not how it happened. You had to integrate to be great. Oh, that's crazy. Ain't that some shit? A PW. So y'all weren't good enough just to be white. Oh, shit. Now we talking some shit today. So let's get this straight. You weren't good enough to just be white. And I ain't seen an all-white team do shit yet. Anybody seen that? Anybody seen an all-white team do something in the 2000s? Anybody seen that? Because I ain't seen that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't seen an all-white team do nothing. Anybody else see that? I ain't seen it. What we talking about right now? And what's even funnier, oh, shit. What's even funnier is y'all don't even got your own culture. That's even crazier, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what you're talking about. Let me put you on game real quick. Because I gotta get there for the whites. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get there for the whites. Now, last time I checked, this ain't a white song.
You'll hear the song Mo Bamba out of this kick. Noah Whittington missed the last 2 games. He is back and ready to start us out as Wosu will send it deep. Dan Lanning said, based on how this game goes, that song might become his favorite song after tonight. We're going to find out very quickly. Penn State and Oregon, the 18th full stadium whiteout here in State College. We are all set for action. Wosu will send us into the night.
Now that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Y'all didn't come up with this. Y'all didn't come up with this. Y'all got 100,000 white Bamas singing a black song, and I know they saying the N-word. It ain't 100,000 singing Party in America, Party in USA. It ain't 100 of these niggas singing Carrie Underwood. It ain't. So again, when you talk about the money, it's one of those things where if you didn't have the money, what else would you have? God damn it. I am preaching today. If you didn't have the money, what would you really have? Honestly. And you can say, oh, but we got the money. That's all you really got. Because you couldn't have all white teams. Nobody will watch that shit. You wouldn't have all white music playing because ain't nobody jamming to that shit. So again, if you did not have the money, what would you have? And going back to Cam and the equal opportunity, all HBCUs are saying, can we get the money? I'm on some shit today. If we're talking equal opportunity, all HBCUs are saying, hey, can we get the money? Let us get the money. We'll show you what it look like. Give us the money. We'll show you what it look like. So again, at the end, like, call lines are open, by the way. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. Anybody want to call in and give their 2 cents, their opinions? Good, bad, or indifferent. Listen, I'm here to listen. I'm an equal opportunist. Okay, I'll have conversations with anybody. I'll have conversations with anybody. But at the end of the day, this shit, what he's spewing,
and behind every crazy player is a coach that allowed it.
Yeah.
You think Nick Saban is allowing any foolery? You think Bill Belichick is allowing any of that toxicity to fester?
And let me say this, I better not get a goddamn copy strike either. Peggy. All right, don't give me no copyright strike either.
Do you think Vrabel or Raheem Morris is about to allow, Mike Tomlin is about to allow Dabo Swinney?
Are you kidding me? Mike Tomlin had Antonio Brown. Are you kidding me? Like, is this what we on? Is this what we on? No, it's not. Accountability. See, this is the thing. You can have accountability. Nobody's excusing the accountability. What we're excusing is the slanted viewpoint of this only happens at HBCU. See, that's the difference. Nobody's excusing the accountability. Players should get suspended for fighting. Nobody wants to see a fight. The issue is to act like this does not just happen in HBCUs, where this is a college athletic. This is college sports. Everybody, the Sun Belt got into a brawl the same day on television, on ESPN. Nobody's talking about that. That's my point. Equal opportunity is equal opportunity. It's not saying that accountability shouldn't go to one or the other. It's saying, hey, if you're going to be accountable to HBCUs, keep that same energy across the board. That's all we're saying. But don't act like this shit only happens in HBCUs and it puts us all behind the eight ball. It didn't put Ohio State behind the eight ball when they did this shit on national television. It didn't put Ohio State and Michigan behind the eight ball when they did this on national television. On Fox, big noon kickoff. That's my point. Nobody says, see, this is why you don't go to PWIs. Nobody says that. Nobody says, see, this is why you don't go to Michigan. This is why you don't go to Ohio State for dumb stuff like this. See, if you want to go to a real program, you don't go to Michigan or Ohio State for dumb stuff like this. I wouldn't take that NIL money to go to some foolishness like this. Nobody says that. When it comes to Michigan and Ohio State and Penn State and Michigan, when they get in fights, nobody says, man, don't take that NIL money and go to foolishness like that. They can't even control their players. Why would you go to an institution like that? Who would do that? You're better than that. Don't go to No, nobody says that, because when Michigan walks in the door, what are them kids doing? I'll happily go. What are the parents doing? I'll happily go. And who are they recruiting? The black boys and girls. Stop playing. Stop playing with this. That is my whole thing. Has nothing to do about accountability. It's, hey, if you gonna hold us accountable, hold everybody accountable, Cam fucking Newton. Don't try to stick your toe in it When this was just you 2 weeks ago. You should be the last nigga running his mouth. You should be the last nigga running your mouth. This is you. Now, I'm going to be honest. This is what should happen. You know what the PWI should say? Cam fucking Newton? Oh, don't bring Cam Newton to my campus. I don't want that energy. I don't want him slapping my mascots. Now, how the fuck would you feel? See, if he does that with HBCUs, what you think he gonna do to PWIs? What you think he gonna do when he come up here? I don't want him acting like a bozo. I don't want him being a baboon, showing his old ass, because that's what you did. That's what you did. Showed your whole ass. And you still got to keep your job. You still got to go back to First Take. If anybody should be fired, it should be you. If anybody should have been fired, it should have been you. You never addressed it on ESPN First Take. You somewhat made a joke about it on 4th and 1. But again, what do black people do? We let your shit slide. We let that shit slide. A&M didn't come for your head. A&M didn't come at you. Because they should have. A&M should have made a public statement saying your ass should never touch their campus ever fucking again. But they didn't do that to you. What do black people do? It was all, it was all in the. You see what I'm saying? So we'll give you, the grace that A&M extended to you, you can't even extend back to HBCUs. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. The grace that Alabama A&M extended to you when it came to you slapping their mascot, a student at their institution, you couldn't even give them the grace back to say, hey, I was kicking it with the HBCUs. I love with the HBCUs. My brother went to Howard and all this. That's not how they get down like that. This is just an incident. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like to see that, but that's not how HBCUs. I've been in that culture. I've been to Tennessee State. I've been to Howard. They don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything works out well for Grambling and Bethune. I'm not going to speak on what transpired. All I'm saying is I hope nobody's hurt. I hope it's all good and Grambling and Bethune bounce back. That's it. That's it. Because the grace that HBCUs and the HBCU fans extended to you, none of that grace came back. When the shit was on the other foot, you ran and went to go tell a story and slanted image about somebody showing their whole ass when this was just you fucking 4 weeks ago. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? And you're talking about a guy losing his job when you didn't even lose your job for having a physical altercation? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You got a whole HBC. Listen, man. Peggy, let me holler at you. Peggy, let me holler at you, Brody. You're an HBCU grad. You wouldn't even have probably had that job if it was not for NCCU. And for you, if you said you're friends with Cam Newton the way you say you are, you should have had a conversation with Cam and say, listen, bro, I know where you want to take this. Don't go there. HBCUs, if you're going to put a spotlight on them, try to maneuver it in a way that it doesn't slant the message to make them seem like it's only them. That's what a real nigga does. That's a real nigga who's not named Peggy. That's what he would do to represent his HBCU. Because again, and the funny thing is, Peggy said it. He said it. I need y'all to listen to it. He said it. He said they all get lumped together. Listen,
hello? We ain't gonna do that.
What you say, coach? Yeah, I understand that it's unforeseen circumstances, but you put us in the bind, coach. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know it's right. I mean, it could not be as timely as you would have liked it, but yeah, we hold you to a higher standard, coach. And I know the holidays coming around, and you may ask Santa for a new job.
Because you're going to need
one, brother.
Oh, man, coach, you done split your britches on this.
I mean, you done hock it down your leg, boy. And we don't got no type of change of clothes.
I mean,
we
no
on
wet wipes, no diapers.
Bro, we push for time. We got to make it to our immediate obligation.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah. Ooh, God, talk about
it's a stench in here. Peggy, that's you?
No. My
Boy, it was some beans from last night, Coach.
boy sitting on funky stuff.
You gonna have to change them drawers, brother.
You gotta go.
Yeah, you can't wear them Grambling States no more. No.
Let that thing on air
Unfortunately,
out.
because as a matter of fact, Coach, hold on. Yeah, Coach. Yeah, one of the other reasons, public image is everything that we stand by in our bylaws and principles. And that was not a direct a reflection of what we want to represent here at Grambling State. It's some beautiful people in New Orleans.
And this is the public image we talking about on national television. That's crazy. 9865 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Okay. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for taking my call. How you doing? So,
I'm doing well.
Cam Newton. I like Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? So this is when doing too much going wrong. He think it was okay for him to slap that mascot, right? He don't see nothing wrong in that, right?
Yeah.
But my analogy is it's like giving a 2-year-old a gun. You don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad. That's good.
About another black man. I hate to say it about another black man, but it's like you don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be bad. And I'm going to end it as that. I ain't going to say too much.
Man, appreciate the call, Brody. 7996 coming to you.
What's going on, Scotty? This is G, man. I'm from Florida, FAMU alum.
What's good, man? Talk to me.
I just want to say how much I appreciate you going online and doing what we would expect the people who have platforms like Cam Newton to go online and do. Because, like you said, bro, Cam has been a college athlete. He's been an 18, 19-year-old athlete. Let's remember, Auburn isn't even Cam Newton's first SEC school.
Facts.
So let's not forget how he even got to Auburn in the first place. And I think he tends to forget about that. So now we're in a situation where you have the alumni, like the rough and the SWAC people, the SWAC Sports Central people going into the HBCU game day comments, the HBCU sports comments. We're fighting for our lives because now you got these people who would never be on HBCU game day posts. These white people basically talking all this cash shit about, the usual suspects or their coded words like figures, which we know what that rhymes with when they say that.
Yeah.
So it's like now fighting for our lives, dealing with this, and then you go online and do this, where it's like now they feel justified in everything they're saying. When now we have someone that's an ally that's gonna come out and show the receipts of like what's really going on out here. It ain't just an isolated incident. This is what Black kids do. This is what HBCUs do. This is what college athletes do. This is what 18, 19, 20-year-olds do. So it's like it's just crazy to see someone who has walked that road, falling in those pit holes, and then to come down as hard as he's come down, it's a mess, dog. We've been fighting for our lives in these comments for like a week, dog. It's been mad, dog.
It's crazy because again, it's like an abuser telling you how to treat your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like you be like, what? Like, hold up, dude. I know you beat your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you gonna tell me how to treat mine? I don't even touch my wife. We just got into an argument. You legit beating your wife. You know what I'm saying? And you telling me how to treat. Hey man, you really should get her some flowers. You should keep your hands off yours. Like, what are we talking about, right? So that's how I feel about Cam Newton can't be the guy giving this message. Like, what? Like, sir.
And then you're on these HBCU tours,
what?
Like you're on First Take, going to all these HBCUs, and then for you to do it, like, bro, come on, dog.
Like, if he is able to, if they bring him back around for next year, I'm going to make it my mission to bring this back up, and I want every HBCU to boo the shit out of Cam Newton. If he's you gotta boo him, like for real, like you gotta make him feel it. If he go to FAMU, if he go to Jackson. you got to boo him because it's like, no, you're trying to play in our face because you didn't speak on it as a Grambling and Bethune issue. That's not what you said. You made it an HBCU issue. So let's make it an HBCU issue and we'll have issue with everybody, right? Like, so it's like anytime you touch down on campus, nah, don't play in our face when we know what you really are. That's just my 2 cents.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's crazy, though, because even going back, because I remember when we went through this, when we had our little brawl back in 2019 with A&T, you know, it's been little stuff like this, but it's like, my thing is nobody jumps into these conversations until, like, it's us. Nobody jumps into these conversations.
Exactly.
Like, Cam Newton wouldn't have gave a fuck, like you said, like, if it was the LSUs, the Penn States, the Michigans, wouldn't have gave a fuck, bro. So it's like, and I get the mindset of, you know, as far as being Black and, you know, having that spotlight on you that you have to be, you know, 2 times better, all that type of bullshit. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like the incident is the incident, bro. Like the action is the action. Like whoever's guilty has to be accountable for whatever. But it's like, don't make it a bigger thing when it's us. Like we're just out here just doing crazy shit when everybody's literally guilty of the same shit and nobody's talking about it.
Nobody's talking about it.
Don't.
I love it, man. Love the comment. Love the call, man. Appreciate the call. Hey, let me say this. I heard and I got you, right? And agreed, right? My thing is this. See, this is the funny thing about it. If LSU and Alabama get into a fight, you know what Cam Newton's gonna go into the 4th and 1? Man, you see the intensity of that game? I hated had to go there, but that game was so intense. You talking about SEC football Saturday night in Death Valley? What you expect to happen? What you expect to happen? It's LSU and Alabama. You see what I'm like? The narrative gets skewed when it's a PWI. It's passion. It's intensity. It's SEC football. This is how it's played. When it's swag, it's niggas being niggas. Like, and that's crazy. And I love D-Jack. D-Jack don't get a pass on that shit. Calling it ghetto. Call it all ghetto. D-Jack don't get no pass. Call that shit ghetto too. And I love what D-Jack is doing at Delaware State, but I'll be damned if you're going to call that shit ghetto when everybody fighting. Call everything ghetto. Oh, that's just a bad look. It's a bad look anywhere. Anywhere is a bad look. Herb, coming to you.
Yeah, man, you got me fired up, bro. I'm in the middle of a meeting, man. I had to take a break to time that shit. And the DC in me is about to come out because this is what we call a Bama. A full-fledged Bama. All right. Bamas are Bamas. If you're from DC, you're from the DMV, you know what I'm talking about. Bamas can't be trusted with anything. And I appreciate you, Scotty, and I appreciate platforms that support what we do because we're here to combat and to fight Bamas like that.
I love it. Herb, you preaching, bro. This is what a Bama is. You preaching, bro. That you preaching that hit me. That hit home right there. That hit home. Go ahead.
This is what Bamas do. Bamas, they front ride when it's convenient, and they throw you under the bus when shit hits the fan. This is the reason why we have the platforms the way we have them, because we got to tell shit on our terms. And this is not the reserve Herb that you see on HBCU Nightly most nights, because this is what's required. This is the reason why we don't have Bamas like that in our spaces, because all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And this is one of those examples.
I love it.
He's a Bama. Bamas don't belong in our spaces, regardless of whether they have celebrity status or not, especially if they don't understand what the culture is, or they're not sincere about learning what the culture is. And I mean, there's no other way to put it. Dude's a Bama.
I love
and
it.
you need to treat Bamas a certain way. That's all I got, bro.
I love it, Herb. I love it, man. Appreciate the call, bro. Hey, listen, that one hit home right there. If you from the DMV, you know the energy that comes when you call somebody a Bama. For real. Right? You know the energy. I love it, Herb. This is my thing, right? I'm gonna say this because I know people would love to get on me. I love HBCU football. I love the culture around HBCU football. All I've ever wanted HBCUs and how they run their organization is to have a standard of operations. That's all I've ever asked. You guys can say whatever you want about me. You can feel however you want, grifter, whatever. I love this shit. I love it. Like Perry said, I love this nigga shit. I love it. Right? I love it. I love y'all. Right? And I'll be damned, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'll be damned because I don't let Fox News get away with that shit. Right? Like you're not going to tell one side of the story. Tell the shit in total. Tell the shit in total. Right? So that's my whole issue. So it was really bothering me. I felt like if I'm the person that I've said I am, if I'm the person that I've been since I got in this space, I don't give a damn if it's D-Jack. I didn't give a damn if it was Dion. I'm damn sure not going to care if it's Cam. I came at Deion Sanders' neck. Who are you, Cam? I came at Deion Sanders. Who are you, D-Jack? Deion Sanders is the pinnacle of NFL player. He's the pinnacle of NFL talent. He's the pinnacle of NFL superstar. And I have approached him and said my issues with Deion. So both of y'all could get the smoke. I just got more for Cam than I got D-Jack because D-Jack just said it was ghetto. I think that's a stupid comment. He needs to apologize for that. And I hope Trey Oliver calls him on the side and say, hey, bro, chill. Like, I get it. Okay, you feeling yourself, you won, you doing all this and that, but I'll be damned if you was losing, would you have came out your mouth and said that? I don't think you would. And if D-Jack is the real nigga that he says he is, he takes this criticism and says, you know what? I gotta be better, right? Because I gotta be a uplifting voice in this space. I have to be an uplifting voice in this space. And for you to have your own podcast with you and Clinton Portis looking at each other like this, all right, like the Brady Bunch boxes, right? And you come out your mouth and say this is ghetto, that is a bad look. And you can be held to the same standard. And if anybody at Delaware State sees this and has a close relationship with D-Jack, tell him what it was. Tell him what it is. Keep it a buck with him. Like, nah, D-Jack, that ain't right. That ain't right. That's not how you should approach that. That's not what you should have said. Point blank, period. Right? 8503, did I see you, Mr. Bugs? Hey, caller, you live.
Man, what's good, bro?
What's goody?
All right. Man, this one hurts so bad, bro, because the past few years, everybody was looking to welcome Cam up in this family, up in the HBCU family, as a coach, as a potential head coach. And just for that reason alone, it just hurt. We were looking to embrace this guy, and this is the same nigga that done punched a mascot just 2 weeks ago.
Facts.
This is the same nigga that's gonna beat up kids at a goddamn 707 camp. This is the same nigga that's gonna fight his own teammates, but we're willing to look past all that shit and still try and welcome you in just for you to backhand us. That's what make this shit hurt so bad coming from him. And then to have the side nigga juking and jiving, just smiling and going along with the shit, that shit crazy, bro. But that's all I wanted to say, man.
Thank you, man.
I love the show and keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, appreciate you, Brody. And honestly, I was the one. Listen, bro, I'm the celebrity guy. See, that's the thing. See, listen, y'all see my little 18K. Y'all like, oh, Scotty ain't got no voice. I got a little pool. Okay, I got a little cachet. I'm the celebrity guy. I love a good celebrity. Right? If anybody come asking, Scotty, who should be a head coach? You know I got a celebrity for you. Matter of fact, Cordell Stewart looking for a job right now. Cordell Stewart looking for a job. I would happily give him the Southern job. Happily. It's Cordell freaking Stewart. right? Marshall Faulk, okay, whatever. And start throwing celebrities in. But listen, if you go act like you got some goddamn sense, like again, I'm not saying. And listen, please be very mindful. If administrations do something to D-Jack, I don't have a problem with D-Jack saying, hey, my administration is hindering me here, or my administration is stopping me from doing this, or my administration has not helped me in this. I have no problems, because you know what that's called? That's kind of accountability. I'm the accountability police. I believe in it. So I'm not mad at that. What I'm mad is don't take an individual issue and make it an HBCU issue. That is my issue on this one. And when you have a platform like Cam Newton, that's what you did. You took a Grambling and Bethune football game, and if you knew, and see, if you really knew the behind the scenes, you would know all the intricacies of the storylines, right? Of Bethune playing to get in the playoffs, and Grambling being at the hole, and Bethune making the post that they made, which everybody saw, right? So there's some friction there. It was friction bound to happen. And Peggy know about friction. So he could have explained it to you, Cam. Peggy knows about friction. He knows how to, it's 2025. You get it. Mr. Bugs, coming to you.
Scott, how you doing? Time tonight, brother?
I'm doing well.
I won't be long, but I'll be strong, brother. Love what you're doing by calling out hypocrisy. I think what you're saying is very clear. If Cam and other people are so, I guess, embarrassed by what actually happened with HBCUs, okay, not a problem with it at all. Voice that. But what you're saying is bring that same energy when it comes to the PWIs.
Facts.
Don't just single out the HBCUs, all right? Matter of fact, what Cam should have done is what you have done. It said, hey, Grambling, whoever it may be, this is the good owners all, but also, hey, Michigan State, Michigan, this didn't look good. This didn't look good. He could have used this as an uplifting type of scenario to call out all parties, not just the HBCUs. So, Cam, I don't know if you look at this at all, brother. If you want to come out, this is Petty Jordan here on the screen. We call him Petty Jordan. So, if you want to come after Petty Jordan right here, he'll clap back real quickly, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you guys, be honest with you, Scotty, I'm right along with you, man. Keep doing what you do. We right behind you, Doc. Don't back down. All right, brother?
Appreciate it, Mr.
brother.
B.
God bless.
Hey, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate it. And I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is what it is, man. And again, I'm gonna stand on that. Now, again, let me tell you how Cam could have played it, right? Cam could have played it like Peggy. A grown man called, I'm not gonna let that go. A grown man called Peggy is wild. Can I say that? Jesus, like that's like if I'm being honest, that's like a fat white girl's name, Peggy. You get what I'm saying? Like when I hear Peggy, I think of a fat white girl like Miss Piggy. You get what I'm saying? A grown man getting called Peggy is wild. And if anybody says otherwise, do you know how close that name is to getting pegged? Is wild. Anyway, I'm sorry. So if Cam Newton would have came at it from the lens of college football fights need to be like banned or a standard across the board and stuff like I'm tired of seeing college football fights, would not have had an issue with it. I'm gonna say it again, would had an issue with it at all if he says, man, I'm sick and tired of seeing college football fights. You get what I'm saying? Like that's accountability. That's accountability at the PWI level and the HBCU level. He could have been like, you know what, Peggy, it's not good for the game. It's not good to see, young kids fighting and doing all that. That's fine. But to just make it an HBCU issue and to say that it's that's crazy to me. D from Ohio, coming to you, Brody.
Scotty, I'm just not coming in 10 minutes ago, man. So if I reiterate some stuff that's already been said, just stop me and redirect me. But what Cam Newton did was egregious, man. It was utterly ridiculous. And I'm in Ohio. You just got here, and anybody will tell you, your wife will tell you, she from here. Damn near every year Ohio State and Michigan play, it's a fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not only a fight, it's a brawl. And the one thing I've noticed that happens in those games is called passion. It's called fighting for your legacy. It's called, this is a chance to go to the Rose Bowl before it was the college football playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But when it happens with us, it's ghetto. It's you know what I'm saying? It's niggified. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to stop that. And Cam Newton was just saying a month and a half, 2 months ago, he would love to be the face of a HBCU game day. And now you poo-pooing on your own people, when at the end of the day, it's fights every weekend in college football. We know that there are way more PWIs than there are HBCUs. So therefore, what you're doing is you're now making HBCU football the face of fights, when we know more fights happen at PWIs. Like, it's egregious. And a lot of times I have to sit back and think to myself, like, do you really believe in this take that you're giving, or are you really just trying to get clicks and views right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was just totally out of bounds. And I really didn't like what Deshaun Jackson had to say neither. Like, a lot of people are going on his neck, and I think it's rightfully so, because again, you making people now think like, okay, he whistleblowing, he trying to get ahead of this, so when he have an opportunity to go up to G5 or wherever his next move is, people can say, oh, he's real tough on this type of stuff. But it's just bad, man. I don't like it. And at the end of the day, if you really, like you said, Scotty, if you're gonna say football brawls need to stop, then leave it there. Don't just throw HBCUs under the bus.
Yeah.
And again, another thing you said that's so true, you don't understand the severity. Grambling and Bethune had the back and forth on social media that you and Perry and we laughed about for a whole week before the game. And then on top of that, they both actually was playing for a potential of going to the SWAC championship. So it was a lot on the line. So temperatures was rising and tempers was flaring. But it's just a bad look on Cam's part, man.
Absolutely, man. I always appreciate the call, Brody.
You already know.
All right. And I'm glad he brought that up. And this is the thing. I'm sorry to say this. And again, y'all know how much I love Deshaun Jackson, but I gotta call a spade a spade. I gotta call a spade a spade. Deion Sanders was my all-time favorite player, and I pulled his card time after time. Deshaun Jackson could have gone on a whole different route. And Deshaun, let me tell you how the route you could have gone on. If Deshaun Jackson would have got on his platform with Clinton Portis and said, man, listen, I can tell you, people think that football does not matter at this level. Let me tell you, shit, I was about to get in a fight with Morgan State. They was talking shit. We was talking shit. It got heated. It was heated. And people don't think that football down here matters, but it does. I can tell you about the time I walked into the NCCU. That shit was hostile. They were saying some stuff. We were saying some stuff. It was homecoming. I'm telling you, temperatures were rising. He could have turned it in a completely different direction and say, listen, I hate to see what happened down in Grambling Bethune, but I want to let y'all know football in this HBCU world is real. Bama's be hitting. Bama, it matters. It's another level of intensity that you've never seen because of this level and the passion of the fans. Because every weekend they got to prove something. He could have turned that in such a different direction, and it could have been an uplifting moment for people to be like, damn, Deshaun Jackson really, I'm taking Deshaun Jackson's word. Oh, okay, cool. That's dope. But instead, what does he do? He takes the easy way out in a lying way out at that. Oh, that's ghetto. Come on, man. That's a lazy ass take. It's a lazy ass take. And that's just being honest, being real. Because again, if you're not willing to go behind the scenes and get information to take a lazy ass take to just say it's ghetto, then I'm able to come on my platform and tell you that's a lazy ass take. I ain't got to ask nobody. I ain't got to reach out to you personally. I ain't got to do none of that. Because if you can get on your platform and say that, I can damn sure get on mine and say it. Point blank, period. 0268 coming to you.
What's going on, Scotty? This Gabe from Memphis.
What's up, Gabe? Talk to me.
Word of the day, hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
How he gonna say this about us? But like you've been saying the whole thing, that your whole show here. How he gonna say this about the HBCUs, but don't say it about the PWIs? And it seems to me like he's like Samuel L. Jackson on Django. There's always gonna be a Candyland Django. The buffoonery. And like I said, he got his platform, but is that going to help him climb up higher by trying to put us down? You know, the HBCU now. And that's all I really got to say about that. The word of the day, hypocrisy. I'm gone, man.
Word of the day is hypocrisy. Now, I think this is a great point. Let me say this, and I'm going to answer this to you because you know me, I don't duck no smoke. I'm going to say this. Yes and no, right? Yes and no. My stuff has, let me break it down because I know people are like, but Scotty, you know, we don't care. Like, nah, because I know people can say, like, Scotty, you're being a hypocrite, and I don't believe I am, right? Everything that I've ever spoken on was either towards football, towards the elevation of the, I've never made it about, you know, like, I try not to make it about an HBCU thing, but I if it is, it's like, hey, the SWAC doesn't like competition. And I'll stand on that. I'll stand on the SWAC not liking competition. I'll stand on the football being bad, or it's not this, or I'll stand on those statements because that's what it is and that's what it was. But to be like, oh, this is ghetto, or oh, this is baboonery, this is bamboonery, or this is some baboon type shit, I've never done that. That to me is disrespectful. I've never gone there. My critiques have always been to the betterment of the game, the betterment of the product that is put on the field, and the way the product is being displayed in front of everybody. Those have been my critiques about the SWAC and the MEAC and just HBCU football in general. I've critiqued the game. I've critiqued the fans and said, you guys don't love the game of football, that other things come in front of football, like, oh, the band and the pageantry and the fans. And I get all that. But for me, being a football guy, and to me, that's why I feel like I can speak to what Cam is going through, because I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been the guy that has been hypercritical. And I've also seen the opposite side of it, of saying there's a passion and love behind it that you can't imagine. But both can be true. But the way Cam is, I want to break this down. The way Cam is construing is like, you're taking our grace for weakness. Like, you shouldn't even got out of Legion Field with a job. Can I say that again? You shouldn't have gotten out of Birmingham with a job. This was you 2-3 weeks ago. A mascot tipped over your hat. You got so mad that you assaulted a mascot on live national television. You a grown-ass man who is a father, who's a baby daddy, who's a business owner, who is a mentor and role model to young kids. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? And you're the one that's going on your platform talking about who should be fired and who shouldn't be fired and who what? Nah, Slim. Nah. No. We're not doing that. You know, Joe, coming to you.
What's going on, Scott? I gotta disagree with EA. Because 3-4 years ago, a lot of stuff you talk about and people were shooting you down for, ain't they talking about doing it now?
Yes.
That's all I want to say. I'm gone.
Appreciate it, Joe. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, my thing is this: how can and this is the sad part about it, right? This is okay. And if you're catching me now, and you didn't catch me earlier, my boy Josh came on. He's an NCCU alum, talked about his issues. But my thing is this, and Josh said something very, very profound, and we've all heard it from our Black grandmothers or our moms or whatever. He said, when you're wrong, just take it and just move on and say, hey, you know what? I'm wrong. That was on me, da-da-da. My thing is this. If we're being honest, and I hate to say it, Black people are probably the most forgiving base in the world. Right? Like, I remember DC voting in a mayor that was on crack like 3 times straight because they just love their mayor, right? And Herb know exactly who I'm talking about, right? So You know what I'm saying? Because again, they're like, people got problems. You know what I'm saying? People have issues. We're so forgiving. We're so forgiving as a people. But at the end of the day, for him to come out publicly and say he wanted to be a face of a college game day for blacks and HBCUs, and then this is the way that you play it. I don't think there should be any coming back from that unless there comes with some restitution. I'm gonna say this: unless it comes with some restitution. All right, pittance. Money has to be paid. You gotta pay the piper to play this game. So it's either you better be bringing your money or you better be bringing a sponsor or a TV provider with you to make it happen. But restitution needs to be paid. And you better change that nigga Peggy's name, because Peggy ain't coming with you. Can't have no grown man running around HBCUs being called Peggy. And the nigga like 5'8". It's crazy. It's crazy work.
Exactly.
Some things said, hey man, it always happens. And you don't got no.
Look at this dude. Probably like $160. Could have been in the movie next Friday. I am a boy, Damon. Have you heard of the Nutcracker, bitch? Like, I mean, that could have been him. I like my fish wet and squirmy. Like, that could have been him. He could have been a stunt double for Cat Williams. That's how small this nigga is. All right? So you calling him Peggy? Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. It's not working for me. All right? At the end of the day, let me say this. At the end of the day, it's disappointing. All right? It's absolutely disappointing. Cam Newton should know better than that. Cam Newton should have a better... Dog, you just not... If I'm being honest, bro, you're just not the one that should have said the message. You can talk all this equal opportunity and... That's my brother-in-law. AJ, you ain't called Peggy, though. All right? I wouldn't let you walk around with a nickname like Peggy. That ain't happening, right? But he's just not the guy to be sending that message. He's just not. You just not. I'm sorry. Like, from HBCUs giving you grace to do that to their mascot on live television on ESPN that went absolutely viral. Think about the public embarrassment that university could have had. Viral. You get what I'm saying? And then for you to come back 2 to 3 weeks later and act like they just didn't give you grace in how you was moving, how they laughed it off and made it a joke and we cool with Cam and da-da-da-da-da, and then you come back and you pull this? Come on, man. Like that ain't cool. That ain't cool. It's not cool. You owe Grambling an apology. You owe Bethune an apology. You should get on your 4th and 1 platform with Peggy, and y'all, you need to apologize. Real talk. Because for you to have that statement and for you to feel like you need to stand down on that is absolutely asinine to me. And again, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I hope at the end of the day, somebody gets to you and corrects you. Mr. Hill, coming to you. And Miss Glenn, I see you.
Man.
What's up, Mr. Hill? Talk to me.
Hey, look, real quick, man. That boy just Django. That boy Steven off Django. Boy, fuck Cam Newton. Real quick, I talked to the mascot. You know I be knowing them kids.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to the mascot at Grambling. I talked to the Tiger. He bought 6'3".
This call is being recorded.
If Cam would have did that to me, he said, man, we'd have beat the shit out of Cam. Since he talking about not a good look, he said it wouldn't have been a good look when we stomping the shit out of him out there. He said, I'd have beat the shit out of Cam Newton out there. He said he wouldn't have hit me like he hit that bulldog.
Hey, mascot head coming off. Now you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, it ain't even about this no more.
I guess we
This
just like
call
to fight
is
that,
no
bro.
longer
You say,
being
we wouldn't have
recorded.
done that shit. You say Cam wouldn't have made it back to the desk. That would, he said Cam wouldn't have made it back to the desk. He said we'd have been beating the shit out of Cam out there.
This call is
Yeah.
being recorded.
Man, you why your call keep
What
getting recorded? You doing jail time? What you doing? Call keep telling me it's getting recorded. You trying to
Hey,
record me?
I don't know. I don't know why I keep doing that every time I talk to you. I don't know what you got going on, man. That ain't my phone. Every time I talk to you, it seems like I'm calling from jail. You said that last time I called in. You got to give me another number or something. I need a private number or something.
I got you, Mr. Hill, man. Appreciate the call, though, bro.
Oh, shit. All right.
All right. Hey, Miss Glenn, coming to you.
Figure out where to go with this because this is well, let's start with the Grambling situation. See, this is what irritates me. A lot of times, Black people, we're not allowed to be emotional at anything. When we're too emotional, we're seen as violent. You know, when the PWI players, get into stuff, they were so passionate about their logo and they were so passionate about their school. But Grambling, who has a historic football past, that should be respected by all football teams. Because don't forget, a lot of these white coaches learned a lot from Eddie Robinson, but that's neither here nor there. First of all, Black people are never allowed to be emotional about anything. Black children are never seen as children. We're always seen as fucking adults. From the time we're toddlers, we are looked at as a fucking adult and fuck our emotions. Now, Cam, let me get on your nappy-headed ass, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna say the N-word to you today. Now, you do a lot of flip, sir, with your checkered past, Father Abraham. Now, like I said, my school gave you a lot of grace. We gave you a lot of grace for hitting that mascot. But what if Butch's dad was in the stands and he walked down on that field and woke Cam the fuck out? Then what would have he said then?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what would he have said then? Now, mind you, Cam, now while you still freely roaming these streets, you don't know who that young man's family members are. So you
Facts.
better watch your back, sir. That's all I'm saying. But you got to be careful with the words that come out your mouth. Because quite frankly, I don't want him at first take at MCC next year. I don't. Unless he coming with a big check for big A&M. That's it. And we ain't accepting nothing under 7 figures.
I was thinking the same thing, Miss Glenn. I said it better be $1 million and above. It better be $1 million above.
Like we don't want no $250,000 from you, sir. We can collect that in a matter of hours. Okay? We can collect that in a matter of hours. If you want to come back to First Take and redeem yourself, you need to start off with a 7-figure donation to Alabama Agricultural Mechanical University. However you want to make it, you can do it by cashier's check. We take all forms of money, but we just don't give us no quarters and dimes and shit like that. We don't take that, electronic funds transfer, or you can do it old school, mail it, send it in the mail, but Cam, you talk a lot for your character to be so fucked up with all the shit that you've done in your collegiate football career and your professional career, sir. So mind what comes out of your mouth, because you have children coming up who might play football. Then what you gonna do when somebody wearing your son in a mascot uniform? You're gonna be the first one ready to fight. And guess what? And it's gonna be an army coming to scrub your ass. That's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off because Cam, you really showed your ass, dog. I've been giving you passes for a long time, but you with this situation right here, Black players can't be emotional. Oh no, at HBCUs, our players, we can't be emotional about a fuck thing. But them PWIs, they can have all them in the goddamn world. I'm gonna yield and I'm gonna get off the phone.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the call, Ms. Glenn. I'm about to get up out of here too as well. Listen, I'm not Gilly. All right. I ain't listen. I told you I can see you want to make all what have you accomplished in NFL and MVP and Super Bowl this and, you know, 5-star athletes, 6'5", 4th and 1. All listen, I concede all those points. But if we talking facts, let's just talk facts. If we talking receipts, let's talk receipts. You know what I'm saying? We can do that all day. Now, you might respond to this video. You might not. You might see this video. You might not. But I promise you one thing, that Peggy, oh, that's going to stick. Oh, I promise. Oh, listen, Peggy's going to stick. You better tell your boy, listen, your boy ain't you, okay? Like, that's your man's, he with you. Your boy ain't you, all right? Peggy going to stick. Now, I don't know what they going to call you, baby mama Cam. I don't know what they going to call you, right? But Peggy, that going to stick. So, you might have to take up for your mans. That's all I'm going to say. Listen, you already know what it is, man. I don't usually do midday. I haven't done a midday show in quite some time, but I was definitely tempted on this one, so I had to do what I had to do. But listen, you know, as always,
I'm petty, 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 I'm petty.
Listen, I can go there with you if need be. I don't give a damn who you are. All right, listen, until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'ma holla. God bless.